Everyone always tells me you cannot buy houses for free, and that is absolutely wrong. Here's what I did a few years ago. I bought it without using any of my own money, and I did it through what's called a corporate loan note. It's been up and running for about 3.5 years, cash flowing beautifully, but the best part is if you don't have big lumps of cash to start in property, then this is what you can do. So this property was on the market. I got it for £148,000. It didn't need any work, so £148,000, and I did it using a corporate loan note. So an investor put £37,000 into my limited company as a corporate loan note and gave it to me for 7 years. I took that £37,000 and used it as a 25% deposit to go into this house, and then I mortgaged the rest. So I've got enough to buy the house, mortgage it, put a tenant in. Now the investor who gave me the £37,000 for 7 years, they get 5% interest returned, payment going through every year, and at the end of 7 years they get it all back plus a 10% bonus. So every single year it equates to me giving my investor £1,850, which I do from the rental profit. And then in 7 years' time, this property will have gone up in value. So right now, when we're about 3.5 years in, it's about £190,000 it's worth. In 7 years, it'll definitely be worth over £210,000. I'll put a brand new mortgage on it, repay my existing mortgage, pull out cash to repay the investor, and probably have a little surplus of cash of about £6,000. My investors pay back with all their interest. I've got a free house that's making me money. So the investor's going to get £16,650 back over the 7 years. Their original £37,000 returned. Investor happy, and investor's money's been safe all this time in this property. I get the house, and over the years the house has paid me. The tenant's paying £962 a month, which is just over 11 grand a year. I have to take off about 2 grand for maintenance, voids, etc. My investor interest, 1,850. My mortgage payment, about 4 grand. So every year I'm earning about £3,500 profit from this house. I know it isn't a lot, but it's something that hasn't got any of my money that's paying me. Then it's 7 years, I'll refinance, pay back the investor. I've got a house for free using none of my own money. And this is called a corporate loan note. So if you're looking to do this yourself, here's what you need to find. Good, decent properties that don't need a lot of work. This one was on the market, didn't need a lot of work. We could come in and just do the deal straight away, and it's at a nice price point, and it's, you know, a decent property in Doncaster. It's in a nice area. Secondly, you're going to need to find the investor. Now, these people are everywhere. This loan note investor that we found was actually from a connection of mine from networking. So I did a lot of business and property networking. You know, this guy didn't have loads of money, so he couldn't fully fund like a property flip for me, where they'd give me all the money. I'd buy the property cash, do it up, sell it. So he didn't have 200, 300,000 in the bank, but he had about 50 grand. And he said, Abby, is there anything you can do with 50 grand? He wasn't bothered about putting it in stocks and shares because the return can be up and down. Wasn't bothered about crypto. He already had a bit of gold. So this was a great way for him to use 37,000 to make 1,850 a year, and then over the 7 years to make over 16 grand, which is a really good return on your money. So property really doesn't have to be that complicated, and a lot of people that are doing property make it really complicated in their heads. They think up loads of problems. This is straightforward and simple. I loan the deposit, corporate loan note into my limited company, so the security the investor gets is from my limited company, which had some properties in it. Loaned it for 7 years, bought it, little work, put the tenant in, and I'll remortgage in 7 years, repay the investor. I've got a house for free that's generating me income, and this beauty has already gone up in value. I've owned it for 3.5 years, and it's now valued at £190,000. And that's the beauty about property. It goes up in value and it makes you a passive income, so it's just amazing to have. So if you want to know more about this property strategy, it's called corporate loan note. Buying basic houses like this, turning them into rentals, then I'm covering it on my next online seminar. So click the link in the description, you'll find the link, come and join me on my next live seminar, and I'll take you through exactly how to do this step by step and flip property, and we'll cover some holiday lets and maybe do some commercial too.